Good morning, everybody. So today I'm doing a general reading, so it's for everybody, but I'm specifically tuning into Taurus energy. So it's going to be particularly relevant if you are Taurus sun sign, you have a lot of Taurus in your chart, or there's activity going on in your chart at the moment in Taurus. So you can find out more about your birth chart if you haven't already looked it up, and that's a link in the description below. Or you can just watch the reading and see what's relevant. Take anything that sort of rings true, and anything that doesn't quite fit, just leave. It might just be a message for someone else. So where do I start today? Listen. It's the guy who takes his son to nursery. He's so cute. I love the way he is with him. Look left, look right. It's so cute. So, okay, Taurus, after that lovely interruption. I didn't get much through for you overnight. One thing that I did see was it was like a health app, like someone was using a health app, and it was called True Health, and it was a green circle with a letter T in it like this. I tried to look it up and I couldn't find it. There's lots and lots of things that are called True Health. There was lots of results, like search results, but now I'm hearing the beep beeps. I might have to shut the window, otherwise we're going to keep getting interrupted. Broom broom. Yeah, I'm going to shut the window. Hold on. We heard the nice daddy with his son, taking his son to nursery, so that's all we care about. You can probably still hear, I've not quite fully shut the window, but it's quieter. No. Yeah, okay, the beats have stopped. Sorry, completely distracted. I'm so professional. So the green tea, yeah. So I couldn't find the actual app itself, but I think what he's trying to tell me is that somebody needs to kind of be true to the health, to look after the health. Maybe drink some green tea, with it being the green tea symbol. It's like that's what he was trying to say to me. And also, if there's any fellow acne sufferers out there, high fives, team acne. I've been drinking 1 or 2 cups of green tea every day for the past few weeks, and I've also been taking magnesium tablets, and they really seem to have made my acne calm down. So top tip there if anyone is suffering from acne, magnesium and green tea, okay? Something that came through... I rewatched last week's reading for you, and something that came through was to watch your drinks. Like someone might be trying to get you to drink too much, maybe like keep topping up your glass to make you drink more than you realise, just this message to kind of be careful with your drinks, because somebody may be trying to get you to say stuff that you wouldn't normally say, or trying to get information out of you. So that came through for you last week, and funnily enough, I'd kind of forgotten about it, and then it came through again for Aries yesterday. So I'm getting this kind of like crossover with Aries and Taurus at the moment, so you may want to go and check out the beginning of Aries' reading just to see if there's anything more from you. But please watch your drinks, watch how much you're drinking, and just be careful what you're saying around people, because that message has come through twice now. Just be wary. This pack was really chatty today. I got that some people might be having some kind of financial concerns, maybe like financial constraints, maybe looking into investments. And also I saw a squirrel in my garden this morning, which made me think of like how squirrels sort of bury their nuts for winter. It's sort of it's almost like that's their investment. And the squirrel was climbing my fence, so it's climbing to the top. So there may be something to do with career, maybe like getting a promotion, or looking to kind of climb the career ladder. And this deck as well, a few cards came out from that deck that told me that somebody might be moving house, or it could be a workplace, I suppose, but it was a house. So that's as kind of a side message for some of you. The only song that came through overnight, the only kind of channeled song that I got for you, was Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody. Specifically the lines, is this real life, is this just fantasy? So that could be relevant to some of you. And then as I was playing Spotify, as I was setting up, I got Just a Girl by Gwen Stefani, Nothing Really Matters by Madonna, Alone by Alan Walker, Everything I've Wanted by Danni Minogue, and Be Kind by Halsey and Marshmallow. So you may want to go and check out those songs. I'll put them in the description box below. They may contain further messages for you. You could see if anything sounds particularly relevant. Something that I got kind of as a common theme through there though, and I did see the Six of Cups as I was shuffling, is a relationship from the past, perhaps sort of childhood friends or school friends who perhaps had each other's back in school, and there's this sense of this kind of rekindled relationship for some of you. Take what resonates, leave anything that doesn't. This is, I can't remember if I said this at the beginning or not, but this is a general reading. So it's a reading for everybody, but I'm specifically trying to tune into Taurus energy. So yeah, take anything that fits, leave anything that doesn't, and let's get on with your reading. As I paused there, just to kind of take a breath and prepare to do your reading, I paused at 6 minutes, 6 seconds, and I saw the Six of Cups, so sixes may be particularly relevant today for you. It's to do with sort of finding a community that supports you. It's kind of about nostalgia, finding your roots, yeah, sort of community, the stability in your community. So we'll see if that, and on the bottom is happy family as well. So this may be a running theme actually for your reading. We'll find out. Let's see then. What can we get for Taurus energy today, please? Tell me anything. Tell me anything about Taurus energy. What do you want to give me today for Taurus? Oh, that's bizarre. That's so funny. I'm not taking reversals today. I'm only taking upright cards, and the cards kind of know this and kind of made that clear as I was shuffling. So I am taking it in the upright, but with it coming out in the reverse, it may be that some of you are feeling unsettled at the moment. But we're positive this reading. We're only taking in the upright. So there are concerns to do with, I think, finding your happiness. Yeah, finding your happiness in general. Finding people who you feel happy with. What do you want from life? Who do you want to spend your time with? It could literally be your family, like your immediate family, mum, dad, sisters, brothers, children. Or this could be more to do with like the community and the people around you, who you interact with day to day. If this is a job, it can be, some people can feel like the people they work with, the colleagues, are their family. It's like the work family. So you're wanting this happiness. Finding finding your clique kind of thing, your clique. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Chasing rainbows. I heard chasing rainbows. Okay, so what I'm getting is, because I heard, is this real life, is this just fantasy? And I had the messages that some of you are perhaps moving forward sort of career-wise, or there's some movement towards something that feels too good to be true. It feels like you've got this thing coming in for you, and you're saying, is this real life? Is this just fantasy? Is this too good to be true? It feels like a fairy tale. You don't quite trust it perhaps, but yeah, it looks like it's real. Yeah, this is coming in, you deserve it. Oh, straight away from that deck, straight away, community. And wasn't I saying we were getting all those sixes? So fours are about stability, sixes are about community, literally, and then you have the eights as well, which I can't remember what those are about at the moment. Eights. Not quite. I can't remember. I'm not going to say it if I don't remember. But yeah, with community, the sixes and the fours, yeah. So looking for your stability, it's almost like, where do you want to spend the rest of your life? What do you want to spend the rest of your life doing? If you could only have one house for the rest of your life, if you can only have one job, what do you want to do in life? What makes you happy? And this is like going for it. I'm also noticing the adult giraffe and the baby giraffe as well. And this feeling, there could be children involved, and there's some relationship between parents and children, I think. Alternatively, it could be some people who are more established. So if this is work rather than family, it could be like people who are more established taking on people who are more junior in junior positions, like apprentices, taking them under their wing. But there is this feeling of support between people who are older and younger, and of community. So you have to figure out who you are in there. Are you the person who's quite new to the role, who's learning things, or are you the person who's been there for a while who can support the younger people coming in? Parrots. Yeah, I was saying about people talking too much, and I'm noticing that parrot there. So there could be some chatter in the community. You may want to just be careful about what you say and who you're saying it to, because people do talk. Whether they've got the good intentions or the bad intentions, people talk. So do you just kind of don't be too guarded. You can't have this if you're completely guarded, but just be very careful about anything you wouldn't want to be kind of public knowledge. Just keep it to yourself. Keep it quiet. Okay, so let's go to the Lenormand deck and see what that has for you. Oops, straight away. That tried to hide, but I flicked it out. Yeah, that's the only card that wants to come out. The Sun. Gosh, this is reading. I tell you what, this reading today is looking fantastic for you. The Sun card in the Lenormand deck is a bit different from the Sun from the usual tarot. It's excuse me, I needed to burp, and I don't think you needed to hear it, so I just paused for a second. I don't know why I felt the need to tell you about it. I'll tell you that I burped, but I don't think you want to hear it. Cinderella logic. The Sun card boosts all the other cards around it. It shines a light, like a power up. So this is powering up this happy family. It's saying, yes, it's true, this really is coming in for you. It is as good as it looks. Okay, it's boosting all this. Really, really positive card to get. The Ace of Pentacles as well. So yeah, it could very well, sorry, I'll just show you where I got that from. So the Lenormand deck often ties into playing cards, and then the playing cards can convert into tarot cards. So the Ace of Diamonds converts to the Ace of Pentacles. That's how we do that. Oh, and it's another 4 as well. 3 add 1 is 4. So you've got 4 and 4. Yeah, stability, foundations. Yeah, really, really secure foundations. This is like you putting your roots down, I'm hearing. So you're moving, you don't want to move again. Whether that be workplace or house or whatever it is for you, and you want to put your roots down, you want this to be the place where you stay. Which is funny, because what did I get yesterday for Aries? I really feel like there might be somebody who's like an Aries Taurus cusp. Is it somewhere where only we know? I'm getting old and I need someone to rely on. Yeah, it's like, it's this feeling of like, I don't want to mess around anymore. I don't want to mess around anymore. I've had my fun. I want to settle down now. For a lot of you. Some of you are like, no, I want to go out and have fun. I've been in lockdown for 4 months. I want to go to the pub and get wrecked. No, be careful, watch your drinks. So do what you want. I'm just giving you advice. Do what you want. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to tell you what the cards are telling me. That's all. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. So this could be a job offer. Yeah, definitely something new, a new plan, perhaps a new plan of action concerning your life goals. But yeah, the aces is something new, and pentacles are something tangible and grounded, something to do with your wealth, your stability, your house, family. Yeah, grounded things. This doesn't necessarily mean it's coming for you. You may not have received a job offer, but you may be feeling like you're ready for this. You're ready for this next step. Aces are more of an idea coming in, more of an offer rather than something that's actually solid yet. But it is to do with tangible things. Can I get more information, please, on perhaps the Ace of Pentacles? No, doesn't want to tell me. Can you just tell me anything then, please? Anything for Taurus? Okay, something's hiding. Yeah, I don't think you know about this yet, because it's hiding. Can you see there? It flips over and it went back into the deck. So there's something to do with your job that you don't know about yet. And I'm also seeing Privileged Lady as I'm putting them away. Yes, so there's something going on here with your career. it could be a job opportunity that's kind of manifesting now around you, you know, because you've got to remember that all the ducks need to kind of come into a row, all the planets need to align, all the people need to be in position on the chessboard before you can receive what's coming towards you. So it could be that all these other people, all these other actors on the stage are kind of being moved around, being moved into position. Perhaps somebody else is leaving a job, which means somebody else applies for their position, which means another position opens up and you can apply for that. So yeah, you're not meant to know this yet. Shh, secret. I'm spilling the secrets, the universe's secrets. But yeah, there's something coming in for you regarding work, regarding what you do. It doesn't have to necessarily be like a paid job. It can be a hobby, but it's something that you do. Okay, something that you're skilled at or that you want to learn. I don't know why I'm particularly noticing that she's a seamstress. Like the thread is sort of fabric and thread, because you've got this like bunting on this card as well. So somebody may be really good at kind of crafts. Okay, that's probably not going to be all of you. I didn't use this deck yesterday for Aries, but I kind of felt like I wasn't entirely happy with Aries' reading yesterday. I felt like I wasn't quite happy with what I was doing with the cards. And so I really, really felt a strong urge to use these. I kind of missed having that card. So I regret not having it for Aries, but I've got it for you. So this is the Spirit Animal deck by Kim Kranz. Okay, yeah, Phoenix, like a phoenix rising from the ashes, and with that sun card there, so there may be kind of like a trial by fire for some of you. It may feel a little bit like, if you are starting a new job, it may feel a bit like you're being thrown in at the deep end, that you really have to kind of think on your feet, be quite innovative. I feel like there's something that's very, very challenging for you, but it's helping you to grow, it's helping you to develop, it's helping you to spread your wings. Be wary that you don't fly too close to the sun here. There could be a relationship with a boss. Yeah. Workplace romance, perhaps. Just be careful. And again, be careful about what you're saying to people, because perhaps not everybody has your best interests at heart here. Like these cards, right, this is intuitive. This is mostly intuitive. This isn't particularly what the cards are telling me. This isn't particularly the meaning of the cards. But when I look at them all together, this is coming through intuitively. It's kind of like I'm reading between the lines of the cards. And with the other things that I've been saying, this is definitely a message for some of you. Definitely, yeah. Just be really careful. This is like Icarus flying too close to the sun, getting burnt. But if that does happen, you're going to come out of it stronger. Don't do it on purpose, but if it does happen, you'll be okay. Don't panic too much. You'll deal with it. You'll deal with it. Okay, deal with what life throws at you is what I'm hearing. This deck as well, I got basically bossed into using yesterday for Aries. I just felt like I had to use it. It was like no questions asked. I don't care what you do with it, but get that deck in your reading. So I don't know why. So we'll see what comes out. Tell me something, please, for Taurus. Again, this is Taurus energy that I'm reading for today, not the sort of Taurus sun sign specifically. Yeah, okay, yeah, someone could find themselves in the spotlight. Especially if this is kind of like a workplace romance and you're interested in somebody, you've got the sun there, which like highlights everything around it, and the star card, which is someone who's in the spotlight. So you could be interested in someone who is quite high up in the company, quite well known, very public, recognizable, which again, this may be drawing in some jealousy. Could be an Aquarius. This is the Aquarius card. Doesn't have to be. It's also a card about healing. Yeah, some of you may have gone on kind of a healing journey, trying to balance out your life, trying to balance out your emotions with the tangible things. So you can see how she's got two jugs of water. One's being poured into the the pond, the lake. Water signifies emotions, so this is sort of learning to control your emotions, learning to balance and mediate your emotions. And then she's pouring the other water onto land, so the land is earthly things: career, house, family, job, money, all those kind of things. But she's balancing between the two. She's figuring out how to spread her time accordingly between things that are emotionally fulfilling and things that are tangibly necessary. So I'm sorry, she's a bit of a naked lady. I don't want to be too rude. I just want to get a closer look at her. And there's a flamingo in that tree. What's the flamingo doing up the tree? That's really funny, because I think it was in Pisces' reading last week. One of the channel messages was a penguin on a lamppost. A penguin on a lamppost. And obviously penguins don't fly and they don't live in Great Britain, so I don't know why a penguin would be on a British lamppost. And again, flamingos, they do fly, don't they, flamingos? But you normally see them in the water, not up a tree. It's an odd place for a flamingo to be. So birds are about communication normally, communication and freedom. So perhaps there's a sense of people who are kind of breaking through the glass ceiling. Specifically, it could be women breaking through the glass ceiling, because penguins and flamingos are birds. So it's like a bird. It's like, this isn't what I think, but this is what people could be saying around you. It's like, oh, a bird's not meant to be here. This isn't a place for a bird, right? That's the message that I'm getting. So this is people breaking those barriers, doing things that aren't traditional, that aren't expected, going for positions that perhaps women, I'm seeing more as women wouldn't normally go for. Doesn't have to be, okay, it might just be a side message for someone. But it's like, and then the sun's shining. It's like stuff is being revealed in regards to a workplace. Someone's in the spotlight. Yeah. Okay. So what's going on, please, for Taurus's heart space? What's going on for Taurus's heart space right now? Nothing's in your heart space. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Walking away. Okay, and on the underline as well as the King of Cups. I think I'm going to take him, and yeah, okay, I'm going to take these. Right, it's telling me a story now. Okay, I'm putting them like this. These are clarifying this, I feel. Okay, so the Ace of Cups is walking away from something because something's missing, okay? If the Nine of Cups card is feeling emotionally fulfilled on your own, the Ten of Cups card is feeling emotionally fulfilled with another person, okay? But she's not emotionally fulfilled. She's got a cup missing. She doesn't have 9 cups. So emotionally, there's a situation here, a past situation that you're leaving behind. You're turning your back on it and you're walking away because that's not where your happiness lies. Something's not making you happy. It's not making you feel fulfilled. So you're going out into the world to explore new things and to find out, to find your happy place, to find this happy family, this happy community. You want somewhere where you can fit in. Okay, so I'm just going to count the stars as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 stars as well. 8 cups, 8 stars. And then this card has 8 stars as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So it's like this is what you're walking towards, I feel. It's almost like and I was thinking this with this card, and I didn't say it, with this star. It's like a star that you see on a Christmas tree. It was really giving me like Christmas feelings. And then it's almost like, because this person's following the stars, and with this big star here, I'm getting kind of the story of Jesus. And now I'm not religious, and I don't disapprove of religion, okay? No judgment here, guys. I'm just saying the messages that are coming through. But this is like the Star of Bethlehem. So there's a feeling of, and it's funny as well because I kept on getting the phrase, follow your true north, follow your true north. And I saw the card that gives me those words when I was shuffling this deck here. So yeah, it's like following the North Star. Some of you may be traveling north. from where you are now, resituating north. For others of you, though, this is like following your soul path, following. It's almost like, I'm surprised the judgment card isn't here. It's like you've heard the judgment call. You feel this pull in your heart that's trying to take you towards the place where you're meant to be, I feel, and you're kind of following that now. Yeah, it may excuse me, my throat's closing up, so it might be that someone is finding something hard to say. You may be finding this hard to communicate to your family or to other people in your life. You may find yourself in the spotlight. You may be taking on a role that thrusts you into the spotlight. Now, clarifying this, we have the King of Cups here, the Eight of Swords, and the heartbreak card, the three of swords. So it's funny as well, I'm holding my rose quartz. I didn't even realize I was doing this. I picked it up from here, and I'm holding it and I'm squeezing it. So rose quartz is to do with it's like love or relationships that are loving relationships, not necessarily a romantic relationship, but could well be. The King of Cups is here. So I feel like this is more than likely a love interest, and the reason why I feel this is because this girl has one dolphin with her. Dolphins to me symbolize the goddess Venus, which is romantic relationships, and the King of Cups has two dolphins. So I think this person is going towards this king. There may be a sense, as I was saying over here, this could be a boss, and he could be older than you or more experienced than you, and you could be younger than him. Again, switch gender roles around if you need to. There's no fixed gender in tarot. It's just energies. I'm just going to say it as I see it, but there is a situation where someone is older or more experienced than someone else who's junior and perhaps like starting out in whatever situation this is. I do feel like it's a romantic interest, and I do feel like it's very, very emotionally fulfilling. This is cups. Emotion. It's an emotional relationship. It's not just ones, guys. But this, it's almost like a father figure. So someone who is emotionally giving, encouraging, emotionally stable, very reassuring, comforting, protective. And again, with that song, is this real life? Is this just fantasy? It's like this person. This could be the person on the in the spotlight, on the pedestal, because I'm seeing him like in this oyster shell as almost being like a pearl. So it's like you can't quite believe that you found this treasure of a person. Again, you could be either person. Someone could be feeling this way about you. And he's got two cups on his throne, which would bring you to the Ten of Cups. He's holding a cup as well. So he's like he's ready to offer you this cup that's been missing from your life. You may never have felt this. You may never have. My back is going so hot. You may never have felt this kind of emotional support in your life. This may be completely new to you, to the feelings that you've never experienced before, of feeling valued, of feeling loved, of feeling protected, or it may be that you had this and lost it, and then you've been trying to find it again, and you're finding it in this person. Yeah, the dolphins are really, really standing out for me there. It could be someone's favourite animal. But somebody's trapped. Somebody can't move with the Eight of Swords, which is understandable if this is a workplace relationship. Totally understandable, right? Somebody, there's going to be things going on there that's trapping you. It's like she could move. It's like what I'm getting from this is like the test of faith, because can you see that the swords aren't behind her here? I have got this message through before from this card. So it's like she can't move. Any way that she moves, she's going to bump into these swords. They're blocking her. She is literally tied up and bound here. She can't remove the blindfold. A lot of the time in this the representation of this card, the Eight of Swords, which means being mentally trapped, mentally not knowing which way to turn, which way to move. the person is loosely bound, and they're able to, if they could see clearly, they'd be able to remove the blindfold and see that they can just remove these swords out of the path and move forward. This person can't. This person is literally trapped. Okay, she cannot untie her hand. She cannot take off the blindfold. She doesn't know which way to turn. So what she has to do is she has to take almost a leap of faith, like that trust exercise that people do in businesses, where you have to trust the people behind you that they're going to catch you if you fall. She has to trust. I feel it could be either way, but I'm feeling that this could be, she has to trust that if she allows herself to fall back into her emotions, that the King of Cups is going to be there to catch her. She just has to trust. Okay, trust exercise. Or it could be the opposite way around. He could feel like he has to fall back and into his emotions. But yeah, someone's feeling trapped, mentally trapped. And I feel like the mental, this overthinking, trying to figuring things out, trying to strategize, is actually blocking the heart space. It's causing someone to be afraid of going into their emotions. I don't think the King of Cups is someone who would be afraid to go into his emotions. The King of Cups is completely stable, has like full control of his emotions. So I feel like more that it's this other energy, the person who's not the King of Cups, who is scared of getting the heart broken. Three of Cups is heartbreak. So it could be that the King of Cups is getting over heartbreak, but I'm seeing this more as like somebody's scared of getting the heart broken, and this is what's stopping them from moving. They're really scared, really scared of getting the heart broken, because I feel like this is so important to them, because it's so emotionally rewarding for them, that if it went wrong, if they took the wrong step and this went wrong, it really would be really difficult for them to get over. Wow, I've got a big long story for that one. Okay, so I think we probably know what's going on in the thought space for Taurus here. Again, that might not be for everybody, because this is the card that came out. So the main message for more people, for the majority of the reading, is moving towards something that makes you happy, turning your back on something that was not fulfilling to move towards something that did make you happy. These are extra cards that I pulled out on purpose because I saw them and I felt like they were speaking to me. So that's a side message for someone, okay? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Thought space, please, for Taurus energy today. Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes so much sense. Okay, so I'm really sorry. I'm going to drink a bit of my coffee. My mouth's getting a bit dry. Which again, maybe someone's struggling to speak. The Four of Cups, this makes so much sense. The Four of Cups is somebody making an offer of love, an offer of friendship, an offer of support, some kind of emotional offer. You can see the skeleton kind of creeping out here with his hand on the glass, but she's got her back turned to it. She's like, no, I'm not taking it. I've got a couple of different offers coming in, different people offering me this emotional support. I'm not having any of it. I'm looking away. So in the thought space, it's like, this is what's going on in the heart space, and there's a lot going on there. But the thought space, swords are thoughts, thinking, logic, okay, and cups are emotions. So you have these swords that are blocking the heart space, and in the thoughts, someone isn't taking the offer, okay. So it's the thoughts that are causing the problem here. And I really feel like you're feeling this emotional fulfillment here. You know where this star is taking you, but you're so scared. Look at, like, I've placed it down here. You're so scared of getting your heart broken. It's like, I can't risk it. I can't. It's like your head is saying, I'm so scared. I'm so scared of falling back into my emotions. I'm so scared of taking this cup that I can't risk this heartbreak. She can't trust right now. She doesn't have the strength to trust right now. And it's funny as well, saying, watch your drinks. It's and these are drinks. So it's like she's saying, I've been warned. I don't want to accept any of these offers coming into me. I don't trust them. She doesn't trust. Okay, I'm saying she, it could be a he. Like, as I say, you can reverse the roles in this reading. So what's going on in the action space? I've switched out a deck. I was using the Tarot de Nuit deck yesterday, and today I'm using the In Between deck. I felt like I'd get better information out of this deck today for you. The Six of Pentacles moving into the Seven of Pentacles. And again, I was talking about, this makes a lot of sense. Why was I saying, it was the flamingo in the tree, wasn't it? And I was talking about women breaking through the glass ceiling. You can see that these are suffragettes on this card. And they're not all suffragettes in the deck. It's just the pentacles represented by suffragettes. And there's this community spirit as well. You have the community card there. So finding your community. You may be joining a group of women. I know what this is. I know why this is coming through today. It's funny as well. My mum asked me to do a reading on this. In the UK, the government increased the pension age of women from, I think it was 60 to 65, but they did it in a very, very abrupt way that was really difficult for older women who have worked their whole lives, who were expecting their pension at age 60 to I lost my teeth then. Who were expecting their pension at age 60, they were expecting to retire at age 60, and they've worked hard all their life, and then all of a sudden it was like, no, you've got to work 5 more years. But some of these women were not able physically to still work in the same way that they could when they were younger. So it was very, very, a very, very stressful time for these women, and it was very it felt very unfair to have, because they were told, oh, you're going to have something, you're going to have your pension at age 60. And it was almost like a contract between women and the government. We're going to work hard, we're going to earn our pension, and you're going to give it to us at age 60, and we're going to retire. Now, the government, I feel, didn't give people enough notice. They didn't do it in a measured enough way, and it really had a negative impact on these women. So there's groups of women, they're called WASPs, WASP, I think waspies, you can go and Google it, but it's groups of women and their supporters who, in a very suffragette kind of way, who have been protesting against this and saying, look, give us our money. We made an agreement, we had a contract, people are suffering because of your decisions to the government. It's actually today, it's been through the court a few times. They're still arguing over it, but today I think it's in like the highest court, today and tomorrow, and they're going to make, I think, a final decision on this. So fingers crossed. Because they have effectively stolen people's money, they've stolen people's pensions that are rightfully theirs, and they've broken a contract between, contracts of trust between the government and the people. So I hope that these poor women, some of them who have really struggled, are gonna get the money that they're entitled to, that they worked hard for, that they've been expecting, their whole life, their whole careers. Please go and look that up if you want more information on it. And I'm really hoping that there's a fair outcome to this. So I'm not surprised that I'm seeing this card today. That's not going to be for all of you, obviously. I just went on a bit of a side rant because it's affected my mother. She has a few health issues, which means she can't work full time, and she should have retired at age 60. It's unfair in the way that these women couldn't vote. So again, what I'm getting for this is this kind of community spirit of standing up for things, sticking together, supporting one another, which is, I think, what a lot of the people are wanting from this. This is your happy family, this is your tribe, this is your group of people who understand each other, who've had similar experiences. Again, you could be a male watching this. It doesn't have to be like suffragettes or women's rights, but take it as it fits you. So this is a shared experience though. This is a shared human experience of wanting to find people who have had a similar experience in life to you, who understand you at a kind of base level, and who support you and stick up for each other. It's like Three Musketeers energy. So the Six of Coins is, again, as I was saying about the Sixes of Pentacles. This is about a decision being made, a fair balanced decision. It's also division of the assets. Now, the government have enough money in the funds. I've been told, I don't know, I've not been told by like Boris Johnson, but I've had information given to me that the government have enough money to pay out these pensions, to refund the people who missed out and struggled. You know, the people who had to go 5 extra years without their pension when they were expecting it. The government has that money. They can pay that out. There's a surfeit of money that in the pension fund. They can pay it. So this is telling me this is it's almost like the justice card, balancing card, balancing out assets, balancing out money in a fair way. So, and she's like, yes, success, victory. And then this 6 of coins, so this fairness, this balancing, this fair result turns into the 7 of coins, which is about reaping what you've sown. So these women have put the work in. They've protested. They've been on the marches. They've wrote newsletters. They've communicated with each other. And now this is like, they're going to get what they deserve. They're going to reap what they've sown. So there you go, Mum. That's your reading. It's going to have a fair outcome. Way. Great success. Oh, it's so funny that I was like, oh, Mum, I can't do a reading specifically for you, specifically about that. And she was like, no, I understand. And then it came through anyway. The spirits were like, yeah, we're gonna do that reading for you, Mum, but we're gonna do it with 1 card. It's so funny as well that I decided to use that deck today, and then that came out. So there we go. So whatever, it may not be an entirely. It may not be the decision we entirely want, but it's reaping what you've sown. It's a fair outcome. It's a fair outcome will be reached, I feel. Okay, so I'm just going to shake that energy off of the waspies and the women standing up together. I'm, so proud of them, so proud of my mum and their friends and the activism that they've been putting through. And it's hardly been covered on the news, which is disgusting, really. The news should know better. The news should be representing underrepresented groups who the government has taken advantage of, in my humble opinion. So, but, the waspies, they don't give up easily. They're going to put up a fight. Good on you, waspies. I'm just going to get rid of that waspy energy, and I'm going to go back into my Taurus general energy. General reading Taurus energy. Can I get an advice card, please, from the Moonology deck for Taurus? Give me some advice for Taurus. And I love it when that happens. So for Taurus, we got the Taurus card. New moon in Taurus, prosperity lies ahead. This is looking good, guys. Whoa. Didn't I tell you at the beginning there was something to do with money there? Or, yeah. Okay, let's find out what this means. So I'm hearing grab the bull by the horns. I am hearing, like, if you are a female specifically watching this, it's like stepping into this bull energy. It's almost like being stubborn when you need to be stubborn, standing up for yourself when you need to stand up for yourself. And that, men as well, that applies to men as well. Stand up for yourself if you need to. I'm just really getting that feminine energy from the suffragettes card. But, we're all human. We all have needs. We all need to stand up for ourselves when we need to. Prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. This card will often come up when you're inquiring about a financial matter or when you're doubting your self-worth. Self-worth. I don't know why I struggle with that word. The card suggests that you can have what you want, including material things, but you must believe in yourself. The suffragettes believe in themselves, guys. This comes down to the laws of attraction. Value yourself and others will value you too. You can create abundance. I'm just going to pause there. The laws of attraction, I don't know a huge amount about that, but one of my friends has written a book on it, and so I'll pop that down in the description box below. And if you want to know more about the laws of attraction, which is kind of like speaking things into existence, believing in things, and then that brings it to you. That's kind of my extent of my knowledge on it. If you want to know more, go and check out, I'm going to put Rachie Bop's link down there in the description box. You can go and buy her book. She's worked really, really hard on it, and you can find out more about the laws of attraction there. Really proud of her, actually. Well done, Rachie Bop. Taurus is associated with luxurious Venus, and this card holds the new moon energy, so now is a good time to make a 12-month financial plan. The card can also signal the start of a new relationship, ayo, or of sexier times. It genuinely says that, guys, that's not me. The start of a new relationship, or of sexier times. If you've been wrestling with something for a long time, the new moon in sturdy Taurus is a sign not to give up just yet. So attune to the moon. Get or give a massage. Healthy body, healthy mind. Ayo! Additional meanings for this card. You will soon be able to afford the thing you've been dreaming of. Getting clear on what you value most will help you find peace. Take some time out to pamper yourself and start a standing order to a savings account, no matter how small. Good advice there. We could all be a bit more Taurus with our money. The teaching. We often feel it is somehow wrong to focus on our finances, but the truth is that money can make life far more comfortable from a physical point of view. Taurus knows this, and the new moon in Taurus is the time to work your magic to create the money you want, so you can have the creature comforts you want. Remember, though, that someone else is still wishing for what you already have. So that's like, don't take things for granted. It's okay to want more. It's okay to want to be comfortable, to have enough money to enjoy life and do the things you want to do. That's totally okay. That's understandable. I think we all feel like that on some level. But remember that even though there might be more that you want, there are people who have less than you. And I think like this giraffe, like this big giraffe supporting the small giraffe, and like the King of Cups extending himself to other people who need support, you can potentially just be aware of people who may have more need than you. You may be more comfortable than other people, so just keep that in mind. Okay, Taurus, that was actually a really interesting reading. I enjoyed that one. I'm sorry about my rant about the suffragettes and the waspies there at the end, but I think it did have some significance to the reading. All right, guys, take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!